Hello everyone, I wanted to give a tour of my Mini Cooper dashboard because there are so many different dashes, and so I wanted to show you mine. This is what it looks like, so that if you come into a Mini and you're trying to make sense of it, they're all very different. So let's get started. This is a 2007 R52 frame with the orange lighting scheme. You cannot change it in this car. And I guess I'll just go from left to right, making sense of everything. So over here you have your vents, and this is going to be very thorough. Turn it left and right, open and close. Okay, let's look at the steering wheel now. Unless your car actually has the package of the Bluetooth enabled, you won't be able to use these buttons. Now, there are aftermarket installations. I'll put some links in the description below, but they don't utilize all of the functions. Some of them use the up, down, plus and minus. Some of them use these for different things, but not the way it's designed. But you can control your stations and the volume when you're on the radio. But these buttons here won't function if your tachometer, odometer looks like that. And what I mean by that is if it looks like that and you do not have the Bluetooth package installed, even though those buttons are on your steering wheel. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this lever here. Here you have your turn signals. And whether you're turning left or right, it's one light that will be blinking. So down for left, up for right. Now I will tell you this is a side note thing that you'll notice. Your driver's side lights, parking lights, may remain on. And that is a feature that is designed. So you'll come out to get in your car one time and you'll see that the lights are on the side of your car, but not the other side, and so you'll wonder what's going on. That is a feature that is designed for narrow roads to prevent people from breaking your side view mirror or just running into you. So it is actually a feature because they figure you're parked on the right side of the road, so we will put the lights on the left side dim just slightly. Anyway, so you have your high beams there. Okay. They pull or lock in place, toggle in place. Then you can have your parking lights, then your normal headlights, and that's what's going on there. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what do we see right here. That button. What does that do? That will toggle what you're seeing. That is the outside temperature, and the outside temperature will, if it's below a certain point where it's possible, I think it's 37 degrees, you'll get a little flashing notice on this with a symbol. Let's see if we can, it's 57 or 51, what is that? 51 degrees outside, so you're not going to get it. But there's a little symbol and a beep that kind of says, hey, pay attention to the road because it could be icy. So that's what that is about. Then you have the service and check engine light. Let's see if we can get the other lights. Anti-lock brakes. Okay, there we go. There's the high beams and the turn signal. And I believe the other one is that light right there above the high beams light is the cruise control on and off indicator light. So here you have the range, the effective range of how much gas you have in the tank. There's how you average consumption of miles per gallon. You can also change this to kilometers. And that is what the current state is. Your average speed, and then your speed. This whole gauge here is your RPMs. Okay, now let's go over to here. Actually, we forgot one here. This, you pull to trigger the cleaning fluid, your wipers, and I always, this is like down as a one-time hit, or you push it up to lock it in place. This doesn't turn anywhere, but whenever I'm turning the key, I'll often hit that. That's one minor design complaint, I guess. So this is cruise control, on off, set your speed, faster, slower. Again, you have to have it installed in your vehicle for it to work. And then of course, the horn, which is actually quite hearty sounding horn. Okay, let's go over here. This button here will dim or brighten the dash illumination. Or you just tap it to step it down. And then once it reaches the darkest point, then it comes back up. Okay, here you have the temperature, your battery, your oil, your fuel gauge. There is a little red light that will come on when you are low. The trunk or door being open. Let's see if we can get some more of these lights to come on. So there you have your traction and tire inflation sensors. There you have your airbag sensor, because you can turn it on or off depending on who is a passenger. Your belt buckle warning is there. And so this one here I haven't seen come on. And it is the brake pad wear indicator light. So if that light comes on, you know that your brake pads will need replacing. And this one here is that your gas cap is not connected. And this button here toggles through these settings. So right now it's just the time and your mileage. If it's on mileage, you hold it down, and there's some other features there. Okay, let's get down to the stereo. I have the, it's either Harman Kardon, yeah, sound package. And so my stereo may be a little different or have different features than yours, but this does not have the Bluetooth. I will put a link in the description to some options. It will give you Bluetooth control over your stereo, but this is the stock BMW stereo. And you do your on off there. That is volume as well. Trigger through the modes there. And then this is the sound settings. As you can see, I like mine with some bump and beats. Oh, and then this, let's see, driver. This will, let's see if we can, okay, this will lean the speakers onto one side, which is quite interesting. So that's the stereo. Down here you have your thermostat controls, and these are actually temperature sensors. So if you're driving, you just push auto, and you can set the temperature with this left and right toggle. Those are intake vents that sample the temperature of the air, and it will adjust automatically to put your temperature to whatever you want it. So otherwise you have your defrost, air conditioner, recycle the air. This is to thaw, defrost the rear window, but the top is open, so we're not going to worry about that. And then you just push the minus here for the vent all the way down, and it just turns off. And there are vents that are mechanically controlled in there. You can hear them moving around. This is obviously the ducts at the top. This is the center air and air for your feet. Now, here, these switches below are interesting. Let's get it to focus. Okay, so this is the driver's side window. This is to lock the car, unlock, and the passenger side window. And this giant pie plate odometer, and these switches here are very much going back all the way down to the Austin Healey early British motor cars, sports cars had all of your controls here. I'm actually going to put in a button here and wire my garage door opener to one of these open slots on mine. You may have some slots here. The worst cup holder in the world was here. I took it off, and I'm actually going to put in an iPhone holder so that it can just be right here while I'm driving. Back up here, these are the hazard lights. And then let's go, this has the heated seat option, and with the heated seats you have two options here, and this is the left and right control for your side view mirrors. Now if you had a Bluetooth package in your Mini Cooper with a similar dashboard, it would actually be in the center console here, slides back, there would be a button right here that would allow you to pair your phone with your stereo. But like I said, this does not have it. Let's look up here. You have some lights. This is to close or open the top. So you just hold it down to close it, and this one has the partial sunroof, or you could go all the way back. You have whether or not the airbag is on or off, and that is a weight sensitive feature. Then here's your rear side, your rear windows, driver and passenger side, but they both go at the same time. Okay, up here you have these lights. Some of the Coopers allow you to change these amber lights. This one is not changeable. Over here you have your glove box. Got some mints. Oh, that's my wife's sunglasses. And then over here is the auxiliary in. If your cable goes bad for your stereo, that is the auxiliary cable. So you can just get a new mini cable or whatever cable you need for your phone or auxiliary audio input. This is the fuse box. It is on the left side, the driver's side, down by the gas and clutch and brake pedals. On the back panel of the fuse box are identifiers. So if something is not functioning in your vehicle and you believe it should be, if it's installed, check a fuse. But that's where it is, and it tells you all of the sizes of the fuses and the placements of the fuses. Now we are on the passenger side here of the Mini Cooper, and this lever here is the bonnet or the hood. That is the hood release or the bonnet release lever, which is on the passenger side of your Mini Cooper, which is a traditional feature in British cars. Now, once you have pulled the lever on the passenger side door area that I just showed you, the lever under here is just right on the driver's side between the grille and the headlight, and it just tips up right there, and the hood is up. Okay, so there you have it. That is the tour of the dashboard, trying to make sense of all of these indicators, switches, knobs, levers, and doohickeys. Let me know if I left anything out, if you have any questions. I don't know anything about the other Mini Coopers, but I did notice that there was nothing helpful when it came to this model. So that was hopefully exhaustive enough. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you would like to leave a tip, in the description below there is a link, and any amount will help this channel. I will be doing a lot more Mini Cooper videos, so subscribe if you want more. I'll put this in my Mini Cooper playlist, and this was very exhaustive but hopefully helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.